our friend Judy Jones demonstrate Factual Quiz 2020. Judy?
Hello, this is Judy Jones, and I am presenting to you today the demo for an app called Factual Quiz2020. It's been updated to 2020 back then, but I actually started it on my phone around 2018 is I think when I first got it. And I haven't done a lot with it. I don't sit and play a lot of games, this kind of thing, but I really started looking at it when looking for some things to try to do with the youth in our church or just to do some fun things because it has a wonderful Bible category in it. And this app is very accessible on our phones. And for those of us who have hymns note takers, the Polaris, the BS6, I'm happy to say that this is totally accessible with the Braille. You don't have to use the speech with it at all. The Braille works wonderfully with it. So you can have whatever device you're using and be the moderator and run the game for a room full of people, or you can do it virtually with a Zoom room full of people. It doesn't have the ability to have online players with it, like Trivia Crack, something like that would, but this still is a really great game, good crowd pleaser and so forth. Another great thing you can do with this too, whether you're doing it virtually or in person, is use it as a fundraiser. And the way you would do that is, no matter how many contestants you want to, who are going to play, is have them each pay $5 to play, and have a special night scheduled where you're doing this and so forth. And the winner for the night wins half the pot. So, for instance, let's say you've got $5 a person to play. That's what they'd pay. Say if you had 20 people, you'd have $100. So what would happen is the winner of the night would get half of that, which would be the $50, and then the other 50 would go to the charity of your choice. So, wow, you could set that up as a regular game night and then turn that also into a fundraiser. Support an ongoing support for a charity. I thought that would be cool. Another thing, this does keep automatic score, but another thing you could do to make it even more fun is you could have a timer set up with your group. Say maybe it goes off every 10 minutes. And when the timer goes off, if who is ever involved in the question, whose ever turn it is, when the timer goes off, if they win, instead of getting the standard 100 points per question, they would get 200 points. So it'd be like the daily double in Jeopardy is kind of how that would work. So let's get into this Factual Quiz 2020 here. This is what I was actually getting to. And I've got my finger at the top center of the phone, and I'm going to bring it down vertically. So we've got the title bar up at the top, Factual Quiz. And as I move my finger down, there's the play icon where you'd start your game.
Game stats.
And I don't have game stats at this point, but if I played a lot, you could go in there and see what your game averages are.
Unlimited Pro.
And I do have the unlimited. I only had to pay 99 cents to get access unlimited. If you had the free version, I think your games are only 20 questions a piece. If you have the unlimited, you can just keep going and going and going. And they give you extra categories as well. So that's what the unlimited does for you. I thought it was well worth it. Under the unlimited, going down, I have
Detected. Text as button.
Okay, that's one of the labels. And this actually is a horizontal row of 5 labels. Some of them were already labeled by TalkBack. Some of them were not. But I'm going to go from left to right, and we're going to see what these are here.
Vibrate button.
What? Not quite.
Detected. Icon mute button.
Okay, the mute label is the first one on the left. And that one, if it was unmuted, would play a little bit of background music if you were playing by yourself and wanted background music. Next label is, as you heard,
Vibrate button.
All right. And so the only thing I could get that to do is in playing a game, if you have an incorrect answer, your phone will go, which is really good. So that's kind of all I could see that did. It's there. Next label to the right is
Detected. Icon star button.
Okay, that one, you go in there, you can rate the app on Play Store.
Detected. Text as button.
That one, you go in there to upgrade if you're in the free version, or if you're on Limited Pro, it'll tell you that. And in the last app on the right here is
Detected. Icon mail button.
You go in there, and there's a little invitation for you to mail the developer. You double tap on a little button, it'll open your email program, and you can send a comment or a suggestion to the developer. So that's the layout of the main screen of this. So let's go in and try to play.
Play.
I love these things. We'll see how much I can lose here. One thing a screen reader does, I noticed when you read some of these questions, you go to the next question, and depending on how you move your hand, your screen reader may give you a spoiler alert on the questions or something. So I'm learning that when you're using this on your phone, bring your hand up more toward the side so your hand isn't getting so close to the screen where it's just speaking out things you don't want it to speak out yet. So now let's look at the categories.
Art, mixed, select topic.
Select topic is your instruction there, and there is
Mixed topics.
which is the whole bag of topics there. And underneath these are 16 categories. And in some of these 16 categories, there are subcategories. For instance, in the Bible, if you went in there, you would see Old Testament, New Testament, or all, the whole Bible there. So that's how that is. So let's go through some of these 16. We've got, of course, the mixed topics at the top, and then we've got
Art, 1 of 16. Enlist, 16. Bible, 2 of 16. Celebrity, 3 of 16. Comic book, 4 of 16. Geography, 5 of 16. History, 6 of 16. Holiday, 7 of 16. Literary, 8 of 16. Miscellaneous, 9 of 16. Movie, 10 of 16. Music, 11 of 16. Political, 12 of 16. Science, 13 of 16. Sports, 14 of 16. TV, 15 of 16. War, 16 of 16.
And there are your categories right there.
Science,
That's
13
what they
of 16.
are.
Literary, 8 of
Let's
16.
go into one of these.
Holiday, 7 of 16.
Holiday.
Holiday, selected.
All right. So now you get a window where you have up just under the notification bar is
Mixed topics, out of list.
you've got your title mixed topics. And you also, at the left-hand top, you have a score.
Select history, mixed topic, select topic. 7 verse, select
Wait,
topic. Mixed history, 6 of 16. Enlist, select all holiday. Christmas.
Oh, let's try Christmas.
All holiday. Christmas. Misc. Christmas. Score. 0 out of list.
Okay.
Who commissioned the first Christmas cards?
Who commissioned the first Christmas cards?
Victoria. Henry Cole. John Calcutt Horsley. Joyce Hall.
I don't know who commissioned those. I'm going to say Joyce Hall. Let's see if I'm correct. And I'm going to double tap.
Incorrect.
Up.
Answer was
And so the screen reader is going to start to read it. So I'm going to just run my finger down the screen.
incorrect. Correct answer was Henry Cole. The first Christmas cards were commissioned by Sir Henry Cole and illustrated by John Calcutt Horsley in London on May 1st, 1843. 2 batches totaling 2,050 cards were printed and sold that year for $1 each.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. And then I started this earlier, but I'll describe the top of the screen above the question here.
Next question. Factual quiz. Galileo Galilei.
Well, see, I told you there's a spoiler alert, and I didn't. That's one of the multiple choice answers. So we can figure out something. I think when you're using the phone or whatever you're doing, maybe even when you hit next question, just put your hand really quick over the screen so that it won't do that. I mean, there's a way to fix that. But anyway, I've gotten to the next question, and at the top, I've got my score here.
Which famous scientist
Wait.
score? 0.
Score 0 because I got it incorrect. But if I went across the top, it shows the category, which is Christmas. And then if I go to the right, we've got
Which famous scientist was born on
question 2. Okay, so that's what I was going to say. Score, category, and question number is at the top. So let's go to the question 2. We won't do all. Yeah, I'll do like maybe one more here, but here's the question.
Which famous scientist was born on Christmas Day?
I have no idea. So I'll just be honest.
All of them.
Oh, yeah? That's even worse. Let's see.
Sir Isaac Newton. Albert Einstein. Galileo Galilei.
Well, you guys are probably smarter than I am, but I just don't know. So I'm going to say all of them.
Sir Isaac Newton. All of them.
Why not? Yeah, I was wrong.
Incorrect. Correct answer was Sir Isaac Newton was born according to the Julian calendar in use in England at the time on Christmas Day, December 25th, 1642.
All right, so there that is.
Sir Isaac Newton. Next question. Factual quiz.
And of course, my score is a big fat 0. But you can see how this is going. Again, up at the top, your left hand is your score, and then your category title, and then what number question you're on. So, and then you've got below that, as you run your finger, you've got your question, then your answers. And then once you pick an answer, it's correct or incorrect, you run your finger down, it'll read you the little blurb about it. Then below there's like a next question. You double tap on that. You're good to go. It'll show your new score. And you keep going, and this is how you play it. But this is actually a really fun little app. You guys can see a lot to do with it. I hope you have as much fun with it as I've had. I hope you make more smart choices than I have, especially on Christmas. I don't know what. But anyway, these are a lot of fun. Enjoy. And this is Judy Jones signing off. Have fun.